Okay, guys. Today, I decided to put a definitive answer and rate every single children's game on the playground with the only logical way, Kool Aid packs. Now, I only have two, so I'll just pull out one and say the number. But 5 being the best, 5 Kool Aid pouches will be the best, and 1 will be the worst. Kool Aid. It tastes so good, man. Get it at Macy's for only 25 cents for 2 whole quarts. For the very best drink you've ever made. Kool Aid. Okay, I did get a sponsorship, but whatever. Okay, I actually didn't, but whatever. Anyway, so obviously, let's just get straight into it. Alright, so let's start up with tech. 3 Kool Aid pouches. Now, this game would only get 1 if it didn't have such a big amount of nostalgia. Let's be real here. I'm too lazy to actually hold the phone for more than 10 seconds. Tag is incredible, and I think we all know why. It's a game you played ever since you were a kid, if you're not still a kid. And it's just wonderful. But other than that, it's kind of a boring game. Okay, sure, it's iconic, and I guess running around hitting, touching people. Okay, I can understand why the Ryan George was so funny. It's just, when you actually explain it on paper, it's horrifying. Oh, I'm really trying to touch you, so I'm just gonna run really quickly and touch you as hard as I can, and then make sure you don't touch me. Like, it doesn't sound right. And it isn't the most fun. Okay, it's great, but I just don't think it's fun enough, and I don't think the nostalgia is good enough to hold it up. Next up is Duck Duck Goose. 1 Kool Aid pouch. I can actually give the game as much Kool Aid pouches as it deserves. Let's be real here. It is boring as frick. And I'll explain why. Now, if you do it every single 5, or maybe not too consistent, but like still do it in the first like 30 maybe, that I guess they could raise it up for 2. But it's practically just tag, just a little bit worse given how small boundaries you get to run. In tag, at least you have multiple places to go. You can even hide and just run away if they find you. But in Duck Duck Goose, it all changes. You have like 10 feet to run, and that's the most you get. And the person is just, and I just hate it. I just hate it when the PE teacher says, okay, we're playing Duck Duck Goose even though we're in 4th grade. And then the person that's currently the goose will always just go, duck, 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 the entire time. Even the PE teacher's like, dude, just call a goose. But he's like, no, no one's ever gonna expect me. Duck, 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 duck. Why not just call out goose? Good duck. Mongoose. Good duck. It had to be done. Okay, of course it can be held up with a little bit of nostalgia, but not nearly as much as tag, and not even close to enough to getting another Kool Aid pouch. So, yeah. Next is, I don't know why I did this one before Duck Duck Goose. Hide and Go Seek. Hide and Go Seek is just incredible. 4 Kool Aid pouches. It is such a game where you can get so creative. Now, many people are like, oh, do you hide under stuff or do you hide above stuff? I'm personally a hide under. But I love hiding behind too. Behind and under is like impossible to find. Especially if it's something like in an unexpected room, or maybe it's covered up by a wall that like you can still walk through, but it's kind of subtle. See, it gives you such creative liberty. The problem I mentioned with Duck Duck Goose is like you can run in like 3 places. That's it. And now that you're actually hiding, it's really great. The reason it didn't get 5 of these bad boys is because it can be really irritating for 2 reasons. But they're small enough that I don't think I'm going to reduce any Kool Aid packs. Actually, I will. Just one though. 3 incredible Kool Aid packs. It's still an incredible game, but there are just 2 quirks I'm going to explain right now. The first one is the fact that when you are the one looking, seeking, or whatever you want to call it in your imaginary world, and they find a really good hiding spot, it can actually be bad for both of you. Now, it's bad for the seeker because you're just walking around, possibly even looking in the same place hundreds of times. But for the hider, it can be bad too, because almost if you have like a phone or a video game console or something like that, like the Nintendo Switch, you're just going to be sitting there with your own thoughts. I don't think anyone likes to be with their own thoughts. At all. At all. I hate them. But really, it's a wonderful game still, and I'm actually going to give it 3.5 because those quirks are kind of small, and I don't think they really deserve too bad luck for Kool Aid pouches. But it still has its problems, but it is still an amazing game. Okay, what's next? Kickball. This one is incredible, but it can still have its quirk. Okay, I know it's baseball, but it's easier to set up. Like, you don't need hours of practice. You can do it immediately. And it doesn't matter if you win or not. Like, it still kind of sucks if you lose, but, like, it's nothing like, oh, we're out of the playoffs or whatever. And I personally think it's way funner to like, kick it at full force, sending it so far that it goes into the parking lot when you're 2 miles away from the parking lot. Then just... It is so freaking satisfying to go... I wish there was that much impact. Like, in the scene from Thanos vs. Darkseid by Death Battle, when Thanos punches him so hard that the impact is literally faster than time itself. So it's like... It feels like that, but a bit less cool. It is an incredible game, and it's the first one to get a solid 5 Kool Aid packs. No problems I can see with this game. I remember accidentally saying that. I seriously can't think of anything. If you could figure it out, please do, because I feel I just need to find a flaw in kickball. Please. With a cherry on top. I'm a children's channel. And I think that about wraps this video up. Now, I know we got football, baseball, basketball, golf, soccer, freaking miniature golf, hockey, but I feel like those are, I said on the playground, not just games children like to play. And maybe, if you guys like and subscribe, maybe I will make a ranking every single sports video. But for now, Kool Aid, we still got a lot of them. Maybe, if you create the right sport, you can get yourself 5 Kool Aid packs. Now, we're going to try to say a new thing, like a catchphrase at the end of every video, so, alright, that's Godzilla. Can you see him? And I'm Luke, and we'll continue our kaiju adventure next video.